So hi, how are you doing?
We are doing good,
Yeah.
and we are currently in Morocco, almost at the border of Mauritania, and yeah, all is working as planned. So we are very happy.
Great, yeah. So I can say you I'm how the battery is doing, and the battery is also doing very, very good. So no degradation at all up till now, so everything is fine. And I'm happy. And it seems also to be that it's quite cold there where you are. So when I'm thinking of Sahara, I'm always feeling that it's 40 degrees or so, but it seems to be that it's colder there. Is this the truth?
Yeah, so it has to do that it's also November, and we are in the northern hemisphere, so it's also winter time here. And we were in the mountains, so we are higher up, and then it's also the temperature is lower. And now we are close to the coast, and near the coast it's also colder. So if you go inland Sahara, then the temperatures would be way higher.
Okay, yeah. And now it's cloudy, so the sun is not really shining now.
No, today is not a very good day to charge with the solar panels. It's overcast. Hopefully in the afternoon it will be better, but we're not complaining.
This was actually the test drive you did. It's not very spectacular, but you drove 400 kilometers roundabout for the test drive. So a good range, a quite good range you have there in that area. And yeah, what I can see out of the power, I'm plotted here the power consumption, and the power is, let's say, very, very smooth, very low. So I assume you drive very smooth and very slow. But we can also add the speed curve to this graph. And yeah, I can see the maximum speed you reached was about 50 kilometers per hour for the test drive you performed on the 3rd of December. Is this roundabout correct, or so very slow?
Yeah, so, we don't drive too fast, also because the scenery here is very beautiful and we like it to see it very well. But in addition, we realized that if we drive a bit slower, our range will increase as well. So that's always good.
Yeah, it decreases dramatically, so in a positive way.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Okay, now I'm showing and looking at the cell voltage distribution, so that's very, very important as well. So I'm just zooming in for the beginning of that test drive. So you started at roundabout, here I can mark that, and at the bottom I can see the cell voltages. So you started the driving with 4.154 volt per cell, and the maximum cell voltage was 4.165 volts, so a spread of only 11 millivolts. So it's very, very good fit together, the cell voltages. So everything is fine, everything is good. And also during your trip, the cell voltage is not spreading, and it's perfect. So really good mood of the cells. And now we are zooming to the end. You drove down the battery, what I can see there for the test drive, down to around about 9%, yeah?
Yeah.
So not very deep, but very good for fast charging. Although you are not very often doing fast charging, is this correct? Or never? Or do you have fast chargers there?
Well, with the solar panels, we use the capability of fast charging, so with the DC charging, but here in Morocco, we never used fast charging. So, and the 9%, a little bit a story behind it, that if you have to drive from 100% to less than 10%, as we had to do for the test, here in Morocco, it's a little bit more difficult to find spots to charge. So when we arrived at the town, and we were just 9%, and the next town was way further. So therefore, we stopped at 9%.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, and now looking on the cell voltage spread at the end of the discharge, so at 9%, and it was also only, what is this? I'm not very good in mathematics. So it's some millivolts as well. So that's really great. So it's as well 9 millivolts or so, yeah. So great. So everything is fine, yeah. And now we have a look into the 12-volt battery, how this battery is behaving. That's also very important, I think, because without the 12-volt battery, nothing is working. Yeah. And what I can see here is also between 13.6 volts, 13.6 volts and down to 12.6 volts. So also everything fine. Did you encounter any problems with the 12-volt battery there, or everything fine as well?
No, we didn't have any issue with the 12-volt battery in Morocco. No, sometimes
great.
it just gives a warning if we are at quite a long place and we have a lot of doors open and everything. Then it gives sometimes that you say, hey, 12 volt is low, but it's just starting the car and it's in charge again, so no issues.
Yeah, and it's always recharged by the high voltage battery. That's good. Yeah,
Exactly.
If that works, everything is fine. Yeah. Okay,
But then
great. Yeah.
that we like live in and around the car during the whole day, that doesn't really impact the battery health that much if I look at this data.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't impact. No. And I didn't find any drop down to 10 volts or so on the 12-volt battery. What I thought, because I think you're also drawing a lot of current and power out of the 12-volt battery, or not? Because you're connecting many things.
Well, most of just a car fine. Most of the electronic system we built like an electronic system that is separate from the car. So we have a household battery that is connected to the solar panels on the car. So everything, the car is just using its own electricity, and all the household is also separate. So the fridge and stuff. So that's not connected to the car. So
okay, great. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That means also the 12-volt battery is not really treated wrong or bad in your condition when you're driving or when you're stopping the car and parking there. Okay, then thank you very much. I'm really happy, and we keep on track, and we keep watching all the data and the high voltage battery system as well as the 12-volt battery system. And whenever something happens, we are directly calling you or writing an SMS or whatever the system possibility is over that large distance.
Cool.
Perfect.
Yeah, thanks.
We look forward to doing the test later again in the expedition to see like how it evolves. I'm very curious for the impact.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Yeah. No, I can show you on the left side. This is the certificate you performed in May, end of May it was, and it shows 98% of state of health. And now it's still 98% of state of health. And you lost only 0.3 kilowatt hours.
Yeah.
So that's nearly nothing. Yeah.
Good.
That's
That's
nothing. That's no degradation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although you have driven already 15,000 kilometers on the car in comparison to the May. So it's very interesting how it will develop the state of health in the next month. So you're driving 1 year or so roundabout.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Then finally, thanks. And we hope to see the next certificate within the next month, very soon with a low degradation. That's how it should work with electric mobility. Ciao. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.